Hey guys, welcome back to another video. You're probably wondering where Jake is, but he's currently on holiday in Zante at the moment, so obviously I hope he's having a great time. But yeah, as you can tell by the title of this video, it turns out Russell Martin has officially gone to Southampton. To be honest, there's not really many surprises. We all knew this was going to happen. This has been going on for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks now. It was getting a bit ridiculous, all because of the compensation and the owners wanting a lot more money than we should have just got in the end. But it is what it is. We all knew he was going to be going to Southampton. To be honest, I'm not severely disappointed by it. He has had 2 seasons obviously at the club now. And obviously his main aim was to obviously get us into the playoffs and get us back into the Premier League, which unfortunately he never did. Obviously in his first season, he got us, I think 17th, I think we finished, I believe. And then obviously the season just gone, we finished 10th with a 9-game unbeaten run, which is very, very good. But obviously in the end it wasn't enough. And as I just said, I'm not severely disappointed, but I am a bit disappointed just because the owners, they weren't backing Russell Martin at all, really. They weren't giving him the funds, they just weren't giving him the money to spend on players, which we would need in order to challenge the playoffs. He was always constantly bringing in, loans, free agents, all that sort of stuff. And we never spent big money on, on top players that we needed at this club. So yeah, it is a massive shame to see Russell Martin leaving. He was a really nice guy. I did meet him a couple of times down the Swans. He was always willing to take pictures with the fans, sign autographs, etc., talk to the fans as well. I believe he really loved the club. I'm sure he loved his time down here. I always heard him, on some of the interviews that he's done, that he's really loved his time down in Swansea. He's loved working with this group of players. He loves the city overall. He likes where he's living in that. But I don't blame him for leaving, in all honesty. Southampton is a bit of an upgrade, let's be fair. And I'm sure at Southampton he will get backed, for sure. He definitely will. Southampton, they will be losing, some key players like James Ward-Prowse, Kyle Walker-Peters, etc. But, they will bring in good replacements. I'm sure they will be linked with, probably Matt Grimes and Joel Pro, to be honest with you. It wouldn't surprise me if mine takes them both to Southampton at this point. I know Southampton do have Nathan Taylor to come back. Obviously, he had a great loan spell at Burnley. He was unbelievable. And Southampton, they may either cash in or maybe keep him in the side. But, mine, he'll definitely get back to Southampton, I believe. And I think he will do a good job at Southampton, because obviously they'll want to get back to the Premier League as soon as possible. So, it is disappointing. Obviously, we have been, leaked massively, not leaked, linked, I should say, to Michael Duff, the Barnsley manager. So, well, hopefully that does go through. And obviously that will mean a different change in the play style, of course. Hopefully he might be a bit similar to Steve Cooper. That would be nice. Because obviously Steve Cooper, when he was down here, was incredible. So hopefully Michael Duff can be quite similar. Obviously, he's done really, really well at Barnsley, getting them to the playoffs, getting them into the playoff final. And then they did unfortunately lose to Chef Wednesday. But that's just football at the end of the day. There was limbs. I remember watching that game on TV. It was absolute limbs. But yeah, I am disappointed about Martin leaving, because he was such a nice guy. And I know he will be missed by a lot of our fans. And I will be honest with you, around the January, February time, I was one of those fans that wanted him gone. Because I feel like he's done as much as he could have done. I think he's bitten more off than he could chew, in all honesty. I think finishing 10th was probably the highest he was going to get, or maybe just outside the playoffs. I think that was probably the highest he was going to get, because he just wasn't getting backed enough. And that's just the reality, really. So yeah, it's the fact that we all knew it was going to happen, so I'm not too surprised about it. I'm a little bit disappointed, but at the same time, obviously this era is coming to an end, and then we have a new era coming up. We'll have, we've had quite a few players obviously leaving on free transfers. Ryan Manning, Joel Latibozier, and Perot and Grimes might leave as well. So in all honesty, we're in the mud. And it's a massive shame it's taken this long as well, just for mine to leave the club to go to Southampton. I suppose you have to blame the owners, really, just for asking for too much compensation. Really, they're just greedy bastards at the end of the day. Sorry for my language, but it's true. And yeah, we're only a few weeks away from pre-season as well, so we'll need to appoint a new manager very quickly. So I hope we can bring in Michael Duff as soon as possible, maybe in the next 2 days, maybe, or hopefully get it done this week if we can. And yeah, it's hard to predict next season. Obviously, we haven't made any signings because we haven't been able to, because we haven't got a manager. So, who knows what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks and for the rest of the transfer window. But, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, obviously leave a like, and obviously subscribe if you're new. And, yeah, obviously hope you're all doing good. And yeah, take care.